Turning a low to a high, I learned a lot about myself in jail. I spent 2.5 years in prison. It was severe, but this was I was so far gone and still crazy at that time that I didn't even care. I would, it was such a crazy time in my life. But you can survive it. You can survive from this. I went out in flames, and I'm telling you that you can rise from the ashes. That the way to rise from the ashes is by participating in conferences like these and legislatively having your vote heard. Go to your local council member, congressman, assembly member, and say, no, I'm not happy with what's going on here. Look at the crime that accompanies casinos. What's going on with this relationship between government and casinos? Why do you think that that's how I'm going to play for Medicaid? What about all the hard work that I did throughout my lifetime to be able to afford Medicaid? How is it that Medicaid is jeopardized and that the only solution is casinos or casino revenue? How is it that my child is gambling there and there are no checks and balances? As an invitee in a casino, a customer is owed the highest level of care. How is it that you're not imposing this strict duty on casinos when patrons come in to gamble? How is it that old ladies are eating out of garbage cans because they've gambled away their savings and everybody knew and just let it happen? So these are the questions. And how is it that we are standing? Any other casino, any other industry but the casino industry would be seriously questioned on their modus operandi, but casinos are not. They can do whatever they want at this point. So they're so entangled with government that Chris Christie, instead of using funds to bail out local businessmen in New Jersey, decided to bail out Atlantic City because it served a really good purpose to the economy of that city. And until this day, Atlantic City is still going to be a dump. What I'm telling you is that that when you gamble, when we embark on the gambling experience, most of us, like myself, we're not ready to lose their livelihood. We're not ready to lose their parents' house. We're not ready to go through all of these things because we didn't understand that there's nobody watching you in there other than the casino eyes to protect themselves. If you steal from them, sure enough, you'll see who the casino owners are and how they handle things. If you do something improper, sure enough, they'll step in. But let you gamble away hours and hours and hours at a time. How is this possible? That the government wants to be involved with an industry that was created by mobsters and thieves, and now they're in bed with our government. The place that we pay our taxes to, the place where I owe a whole bunch of taxes to, it's a source of concern. I wanted to illustrate that if we do not legislate, if we do not get involved in what's going on with the proliferation and ubiquitous nature of casinos in the entire United States, they're everywhere. If it's not a casino, it's the government involved in the lottery. Every time you turn around, there's a sign. What message is this sending our future? What message is this sending our families? What message is it sending people like me who are saddened by the condition and who have suffered the consequences of the proliferation of casinos everywhere? Let us participate. I'm going to tell you that my final story, because I always like to have a little good story in there. There was a dentist in Westchester County who proceeded to go to Florida on vacation, decided to get into a car and get drunk. After he was inebriated, got into a car, he drove, and on a 26-year-old or 25-year-old was crossing this boardwalk from a hotel. And he ran him over. He was doing like 70 in a 20 or something crazy like that because he was so drunk. He killed this child. Not only did he take away this child's future, but he affected the future of those around him. He lost his practice because he was a dentist. He probably lost his family, and he is going to jail. What I'm telling you is, when we embark on things that are dangerous, I didn't know, at least alcohol is dangerous, and I know gambling, didn't have any checks and balances and wasn't monitored. At least, Alcoholics Anonymous has managed to have the dram shop and has changed some of the laws, has made the industry that provides a service take responsibility. Let us fight to have this industry take responsibility for those that it injures and it causes harm to, because I'm one of them, and I'm telling you, I've suffered every consequence. Jail, a little bit of insanity, except death, because I'm a fighter, and they need to understand that not everybody's going to roll over and die. Let us not roll over and die. Let's fight. I know that sometimes this is exhausting, and France has worked tirelessly to bring this conference, and Joel Rose and everyone from the board has worked tirelessly to bring conferences like this all over the country, all over the state, and to send a strong message to this industry that we're not down and we're not going away. I will be at any conference you want me to be, via internet, via Skype, via YouTube, and I will be a strong supporter of any efforts to control this industry and its relationship to government. Will you help me?